You're sitting at your kitchen table, laptop open, coffee's cold. You're working from home, free from the cubicle, the commute, the boss breathing down your neck. Sounds like freedom, right? Wrong. You're not free. You're a lab rat in a digital cage, and every click, every keystroke, every second you spend scrolling Reddit instead of crunching numbers is being watched. Remote work surveillance software, your boss's shiny new toy, is tracking you like a hawk circling a field mouse. Welcome to the future of work, where your home's just another office and you're never off the clock. This isn't some sci-fi conspiracy, it's real. Companies are deploying tools like Hubstaff, Time Doctor, and ActivTrak to monitor your every move. They're counting your keystrokes, screenshotting your screen, even watching you through your webcam. Yeah, that little light on your laptop? It's not just for Zoom happy hours. You're being dissected second by second to prove you're productive. But what if I told you this isn't about productivity at all? It's about control. It's about squeezing every last drop of you until you're nothing but a cog in their machine. Let's break it down. Remote work surveillance software comes in flavors, but they all serve the same bitter dish: mistrust. Keystroke loggers count every tap, like a piano teacher smacking your knuckles for missing a note. Screen capture tools snap pictures of your desktop every few minutes, catching you mid-tweet or mid-Netflix. Time trackers clock how long you spend on approved apps versus, say, checking your kids' homework. Some even use AI to analyze your focus by tracking mouse movements. Too much wiggling? You're slacking. Too little? You're probably asleep. Then there's the creepy stuff. Webcam monitoring. Facial recognition to confirm it's really you at the keyboard, not your cat or your cousin. GPS tracking for those hybrid workers who dare leave the house. One tool, Sneak, keeps your webcam on all day, letting your boss pop in like a digital peeping Tom. You're not working from home, you're living at work. Companies like Amazon, Walmart, and even your friendly neighborhood startup are eating this up. A 2023 study said 60% of large employers use some form of employee monitoring tech, up from 30% pre-pandemic. Why? Because they can. Because the tech's cheap. Because you're too busy juggling Zoom calls and laundry to notice the leash tightening around your neck. They call it productivity tracking. They say it's about optimizing workflows or ensuring accountability. Bullshit. This is about power. Your boss doesn't trust you, never did. The office was their panopticon. Those glass walls, that open plan layout, all designed to keep you in line. Now that you're home, they're freaking out. What if you're napping? What if you're walking the dog instead of answering emails? So they build a new cage, one that follows you everywhere. But here's the kicker. It's not even about the work. Productivity's a myth they dangle to keep you running on the hamster wheel. Studies show remote workers are often more productive than their office-bound cousins. Fewer distractions, no water cooler gossip. Yet companies still roll out these tools. Why? Because it's not enough for you to do the job. You have to look like you're doing the job. You have to perform the role of the perfect little worker bee, buzzing away while they count your wing flaps. And you buy it. You nod along when HR sends that email about new tools to support our remote team. You install the software because you need the paycheck. You let them into your home, your sanctuary, because what's the alternative? Starve? That's not freedom. That's just a longer chain. What happens when you're under the microscope 24/7? You don't just work, you perform. You start second-guessing every move. Should you check that email now, or will it look like you're slacking? Should you close that tab with your kid's school portal? You're not focusing on the task, you're focusing on looking focused. A 2022 study found that monitored workers spend up to 20% of their time on non-productive signaling, busy work to trick the algorithm into thinking they're grinding. You're not creating, you're acting. Then there's the mental toll. Constant surveillance jacks up your stress. It's like living with a roommate who never leaves, always judging. A 2023 report linked workplace monitoring to higher anxiety, burnout, and turnover. You're not just tired, You're paranoid. You start to distrust your boss, your team, yourself. You wonder if that screenshot caught you scratching your nose or venting to a friend. You're not a worker anymore. You're a suspect. And it's not just you. Your home's not yours anymore. That software's running in the background, slurping up data. Your kid walks by while you're on a monitored call. Now their face is in some corporate database. You open a bank statement during lunch. Congratulations, your financials might be in a screenshot. A 2024 report flagged these tools for scooping up personal data with zero oversight. Your privacy is not collateral damage, it's the main target. So why aren't you burning the system down? Why aren't you smashing your laptop, deleting the software, telling your boss to shove it? Because they've got you by the balls. You need the job. The rent's due. The fridge is empty. They know it, and they're counting on it. That's the genius of the trap. It's invisible. You're not chained to a desk. You're free to work from your couch, your bed, your car. But freedom with a tracker isn't freedom. It's just a prettier cage. Some fight back. In 2022, a group of Amazon warehouse workers in New York tried unionizing to push against invasive monitoring. They got crushed. Tech workers have started whispering about mouse jigglers, cheap devices that fake activity to fool the software. Clever, but pathetic. You're not outsmarting the system by pretending to work. You're just playing their game better. The real rebellion starts when you stop pretending, when you ask why they need to track you at all, when you demand transparency. Show me the data you're collecting. Tell me who's seeing it. Prove it's not being sold to some shady third party. But you won't. You're too tired, too scared, too busy trying to survive. Let's zoom out. This isn't just about your job. It's about the world we're building. Every time you shrug and install another tracking tool, you're voting for a future where surveillance is normal, where your boss, your landlord, your government can peek into your life because it's for your own good. Remote work was supposed to liberate you. Instead, it's turning your home into a digital sweatshop. And it's getting worse. AI is already sniffing out patterns in your work, predicting when you're disengaged or at risk of quitting. Next up, emotion tracking. Tools like Zoom are experimenting with sentiment analysis to gauge your mood. Smile too little in that meeting? You're flagged as negative. The line between worker and machine is blurring, and you're the one being reprogrammed. But what if I told you there's another way? Not some fairy tale revolution, but a crack in the system. Start small. Talk to your coworkers. Share what you know about these tools. Ask questions in meetings. Calm, sharp, relentless. Why do we need this software? What data are you collecting? How's it stored? Most companies crumble under scrutiny because they're not ready for you to push back. They're counting on your silence. You're not your job. You're not your productivity score. You're not the number of clicks you make in an hour. You're the all-singing, all-dancing chaos of the world, and they're trying to tame you. They're selling you a lie, that you're only worth what you produce, that your value's in the data they scrape from your life, and you're buying it every time you log in, every time you let that software run. The cage isn't locked, it's wide open, but walking out means seeing the bars first. It means admitting you're not free, not yet. It means looking at that laptop, that blinking webcam, and realizing it's not a tool, it's a leash. You can keep running on the wheel, or you can smash it. Your call. What's it gonna be?